In Greek mythology, Cerberus is known as the Hound of Hades and is depicted as a three-headed dog who guards the gates of the underworld and prevents the dead from escaping. He is the offspring of the monstrous giants Echidna and Typhon, and was originally described as having a serpent as its tail and snakes coming out from multiple parts of his body. He was also captured by Hercules as a part of his 12 labors. Cerberus is usually described as having 3 heads, but in the earliest writings, Cerberus was always mentioned as having multiple heads, or multi-headed. His siblings, Chimera, the 3-headed monster with 1 head as a lion, 1 as a goat, and the last as a snake. Ortrus, the 2-headed dog, all had a specific number of heads. In the earliest writings, Cerberus had 300 heads, while Pindar described Cerberus as having 100 heads. Later writers described Cerberus as having 3 heads. Cerberus is most commonly known as the guardian of the underworld. This is the realm where the souls of the deceased journey after death. It is a place of darkness and shadows, presided over by Hades, the god of the underworld. To maintain order and prevent any unauthorized entry or escape, Hades placed Cerberus at the gates as a fearsome guardian. Cerberus's primary duty is to ensure that the souls of the deceased remain within the underworld and do not attempt to return to the land of the living. Likewise, it prevents any living mortal from trespassing into the realm of the dead, ensuring that the natural cycle of life and death remain undisturbed. The presence of Cerberus at the gates of the underworld serves as a formidable deterrent, reinforcing the concept of the finality of death. Greek mythology emphasizes the importance of respecting the boundaries between the mortal world and the afterlife, and Cerberus symbolizes this separation. Despite its intimidating appearance and ferocious nature, Cerberus is not portrayed as inherently evil. Instead, it fulfills its role as a loyal guardian, obeying the commands of Hades. In some versions of the myth, Cerberus can be tamed or subdued by an individual with divine authority or as a part of a heroic deed. The concept of guardianship and the theme of a creature standing at the gates of the underworld to control access is not unique to Greek mythology. Similar motifs appear in various cultures, folklores, and religion traditions, where powerful beings or mythical creatures guard the threshold between the realms of the living and the dead. In the labors of Hercules, also known as the 12 labors, one of the most famous tasks assigned to Hercules by King Eurystheus was to capture Cerberus, the fearsome guardian of the underworld. This was the 12th and final labor, which Hercules had to complete as atonement for the murders of his wife and children, which were committed in a fit of madness, induced by the goddess Hera. In some writings, it was mentioned that it was not Eurystheus' desire to capture the beast, but it was given to Hercules because it was deemed impossible. Hercules traveled to Eleusis, where the sacred mysteries were celebrated in honor of Demeter and Persephone. There, he was initiated into the mysteries by the high priest. Following the initiation, Hercules received the favor of Demeter, who promised to support him in his quest. Along with the goddess Athena and Hermes, who served as his guide of the underworld, Hercules descended into the underworld through a cave entrance. Upon entering the underworld, Hercules encountered Hades and Persephone, the rulers of the realm of the dead. He explained his purpose and sought their permission to take Cerberus to the surface world as a part of his final labor. With Hades' approval, Hercules approached Cerberus, who initially attacked him fiercely with its 3 heads and serpentine tail. Hercules displayed his immense strength and wrestling skills, overpowering the monstrous dog without resorting to violence. Instead, he used his bare hands to grapple the creature and subdue it with his might. Having successfully captured Cerberus, Hercules emerged from the underworld, bringing the fearsome guardian with him. Hercules presented Cerberus to King Eurystheus as proof of his accomplishment. The sight of the terrifying beast terrified the king, and he quickly ordered Hercules to return Cerberus to the underworld. With the completion of the 12th labor, Hercules fulfilled his obligations to King Eurystheus and was finally released from his servitude and the curse of Hera. He became a free man once again. Cerberus has been depicted in ancient Greek and Roman art, where it is often shown as a monstrous dog with multiple heads, a serpentine tail, and sometimes with snakes covering its body. These ancient representations have influenced later artistic interpretations of Cerberus in various mediums. Cerberus also appears in various ancient Greek texts, including poems such as Homer's Odyssey and Virgil's Aeneid. In role-playing games like Dungeons & Dragons, Cerberus is often adapted as a powerful and dangerous creature, fitting its role as a guardian of the underworld. Cerberus plays a very significant role in Greek mythology and is respected for its role by all, mortals and gods alike. Thanks for watching this video. If you enjoyed this, please subscribe. Also, you can watch some of my other videos popping up on the screen.